Three, two, one. Bad Zoltan. Bad dog, Zoltan. Don't do that, Zoltan. You're a bad dog, Zoltan. Hey everyone, we're Nefarious Reels. I'm Dracula's dog.
And I'm born into the Mafia.
And this is Nefarious Reels, and we talk about bad movies from varying degrees of awfulness and varying years of release. And we talked about two of them. Oh boy, did we watch two movies, that's for sure.
You can definitely say that again.
Yes. Oh, good gee golly. We totally did watch two movies, that's for sure. Do you want me to say it
All right,
again?
let's get into it.
Oh yeah, so yes, we have the two movies, retro and modern. I had the retro pick, and so naturally, I recommended 1977's Dracula's Dog, directed by Albert Band. I've seen all his films. Cole, this is like your third film of his that you've seen.
Think
Yep.
it also does have, let's just say this to the audience, it has an alternate title, which is Zoltan Hound of Dracula,
Yeah.
too.
It's I do before I get into it, it's weird because on the 4K I have it's called Zoltan Hound of Dracula. And
Huh.
when I look up the trailers and stuff cuz we got the extra little fun little bonus features, for some reason it it also for like there's a trailer and then there's a little radio broadcast thing, and those also are Zoltan Hound of Dracula. So I don't know where the fuck Dracula dog come from, or why
Hmm.
Letterbox prefers that one over like anything else.
Yeah, okay, that is a little weird.
But you know what? Whatevs. Dracula's dog is about there's well, this tomb gets unearthed by these, I guess, the Soviets or the military or some military
Some
force.
military force,
You
yeah.
know, from the old country.
From a
Unnamed country just refers to
country.
the old country. They unearth a tomb. Turns out it has the family of Draculas and two inhabitants, a servant of Dracula and a dog that is also under the control of Dracula. The titular Dracula's dog. The titular Zoltan
Yeah.
Hound of Dracula. They basically get released when the stake in Dracula's dog's chest gets pulled out by one of the soldiers and it kills the guy. And they're heading off to America to meet the last descendant of Dracula, which is like this like Michael Cooper or whatever his name was. Or like Michael Drake, that's what his
Yeah,
name is.
Michael Drake. Because Dracula, get it?
Yeah,
G
Dracula Drake.
R. Yeah. It's very smart.
Do you think it's dumber that it's Michael Drake, or do you think it would have been dumber if it was like Michael Alucard, because Alucard's just Dracula backwards?
Alucard, I think, would have been a lot more obvious. So Drake, it's just like, that's a common last name. So
Yeah, but it's still like
Drake.
close to Dracula. Why couldn't it have just been Cooper or something?
No,
Michael
it's got to be
Cooper.
Drake.
Yeah, it's gotta be Drake. No one will ever know. But yeah, they're
Exactly.
going to Michael Drake, the last descendant of Dracula, because they need his blood for something. I don't remember the reason they said, but they need his blood,
Yeah,
and
they need him to be the new master for the dog.
for their SMM nights.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Draculas were they partied hard,
They
which is
were
why they're
partying
all
hard and they were
fucking
very
murdered.
horny.
That's why they're all fucking murdered, because they're way too loud and the noise complaints were through the roof. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna get a good night's sleep one way or another. But yeah, they're under the hunt under this inspector, and basically it's them attacking Michael Drake and his family. And then, oh, how are they gonna deal with this problem? Cole, what'd you think of Dracula's dog, aka Zoltan, Hound of Dracula?
It was fine. It was just fine. It was kind of boring, but
It was
At the same
fine.
time, it was just kind of whatever.
It had a plot, and it had a
Yeah,
three-act structure, and
there
it had
was definitely a plot and a three-act structure and
yeah,
characters.
which sounds like the bare minimum, but that's actually like pretty good for what we've
But
covered.
for our expectations for the movies we
It's
watched,
like holy shit.
it's up there.
It did not outstay its welcome, which was kind of my concern because I was thinking, okay, but how much can you really do with it? I've already seen this film technically, but I was intrigued on rewatching it because I
Mm-hmm.
did pick up the 4K, was a shock to me. I was like, what the fuck? Dracula's dog has a fucking 4K, but Face of Fire is still stuck rotting on some DVD.
That's hilarious.
Frustrating.
How some of these get 4Ks and other ones are just like, eh.
I mean, this used to be my least favorite Albert Band film until I learned that he actually probably directed I think like the Battle of Death Valley or something. I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this weird thing where they're like him and this director, this other director that he's worked with a random spaghetti western, and apparently they're both like, no, the other person directed it. But I decided, well, if they can't agree, then I'm just gonna count it anyway. So, and I found that one
Interesting.
really boring. So, Dracula's Dog is my second least favorite Albert Band film, and yet still in comparison to all the Nefarious Reels films we watch, it's still like top half. So that just goes to show you the quality we're getting.
Good to know, I guess.
Yeah, good to know. It's nowhere near as good as Face of Fire, or Ghoulies 2, or The Tramplers, or I Bury the Living, or Prehysteria, or Prehysteria 2, or Doctor, I think, Mordred, or Morbid. Well, that's as far as I'm naming. Oh, and Robo Wars. I might as well throw Robo Wars a bone, too.
Just throw all of his movies above.
Yeah, and the Young Guns, sure, I'll list that one while we're at it, and I guess technically it's better than She Came to the Valley. And I think that's all of them that are off the top of my head.
Okay.
But yeah, Dracula's Dog is fairly kind of like straightforward as it is. It's the first chunk of the movie really is just focusing on all like they go on the tomb and they're investigating. Oh, we found this tomb when we blew it open. We're gonna investigate it. Boom, there's some coffins. They're like, Sergey, you stay here. You gotta guard the fucking tomb, idiot, dummy.
Uh-huh.
And then basically, he opens up one of the coffins. Good. Like first, it's like, why the fuck are you opening the coffin? Like, you're curious. Then you see this body in this wrap sack with a fucking steak in it, and his instinct's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking pull out this steak. Why not? And then play stupid games, get stupid prizes, and he gets fucking murdered.
The
Well,
more you fuck around, the more you find out.
yeah, well, he doesn't really get murdered. He gets turned into a vampire or a servant of a vampire by Zoltan, the Hound of Dracula,
The
aka
dog.
Dracula's dog.
Zoltan.
Zoltan. No, Zoltan. We need them, Zoltan. He says as he makes this duck lip face.
Yeah, I was like gonna say that. Like, he does like duck face. Yeah, like that. Yeah, duck face. But he knows how to telepathically communicate with the dog the entire movie, because I don't think the guy ever opens his mouth the entire movie.
Past like the flashback scene where he's like, Zoltan, what the fuck are you doing with this like fucking vampire guy? And then Dracula's like, hey bitch, guess what? You're under my control now. Ha, fucking idiot. Get a quieter dog next time. Get a fucking Shih Tzu next time. Your dog's too fucking loud. But it's like he does it telepathic and he does that like fucking face. And it's like, I can't take it like seriously. I think it's supposed to be like this like scary, intimidating face, but it doesn't work. He does that weird duck lip thing. He's doing a Donald Trump face. He's like,
his lips a little bit.
so I communicated with my dog Zoltan. Okay, Zoltan, he's the best dog. Okay, I told Zoltan, you can't turn the dog into a vampire. And he's a great dog. And fake news. And they're saying that Zoltan killed all those dogs, and it's fake news. That's how it is. I used my brain. I was like, Zoltan, you do not do that. That's basically how we talked.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it's like
Just put the blame on another dog.
Yeah, put the blame. And when those little chihuahuas, the illegal alien chihuahua came over, jumped the wall, And that's why we gotta build that wall, because the Chihuahuas are turning all our dogs into vampires for Dracula, who, shall I note, is an illegal immigrant who came here illegally through a coffin, alright? And I don't think we can have that. I think that's probably gonna be the last. I don't know. That might be the last one I'm gonna do. I don't.
Satire.
We'll
have to put a satire on there.
No. He literally said this. This is a quote. Donald Trump has said that. If you were paying attention in the politics, you would know. He talks about Zoltan. It's real, and I'm saying it right now. You'll know it's real when it's revealed that I'm dead through suicide with 6 bullets in the back of my head. That's when you know that really happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically, they just go to LA, and they're getting chased by the inspector guy, because he's like, I guess the military is just digging up these tombs, because they're like, okay, let's find where Dracula is, so we can just burn him. Burn anyone related to Dracula.
But they missed 2.
Yeah, they escaped because fucking Sergey couldn't get his hands out of his fucking coffin pants here. He's like, ooh, coffins, that make me so horny. I gotta open the door of the coffin now. That was really bad. Oh my god, why'd I say it like that?
Yeah, what?
Why did I say it with that accent? What the fuck? I might be canceled.
Don't know.
I think that Trump impression, I'm getting all that like that Trump aura in me right now. It's making me racist. Oh god. He's like, Ninjedi, this is Trump. I am speaking with my mind. I need you to be as racist as possible this episode. Yes, Daddy Trump. I will do whatever you ask of me. I must please you, Daddy Trump. Yeah, basically that's like that's the setup, and then we focus to Michael Drake. You know, he's got his loving wife. He's got 2 kids. He's got like 2 dogs that have like a bunch of puppies. You know,
those dogs be fucking.
Yeah, they be fucking, man. You know, big plus of the film, they got dogs in it, and like they got a lot of dogs in this. But it's not just like it's not like Chihuahua the movie where there's only like 1 to 2 dogs.
Dog. And then it's not just also Zoltan. There's actually more dogs that we follow. And not just the family's dogs. There's a couple other dogs we see.
There's like...
Okay, really just one, but yeah.
There's like the family dogs. You got a bunch of puppies. You get fucking this like hunting watchdog, like Bruce or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
They get bitten by Zoltan and they enter like an emo phase. They enter like this emo phase because they turn like black. They get like black at like the type of dog that German Shepherd dog, color dog.
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase. This is a lifestyle.
God. I'm gonna put Green Day on now.
I'm gonna put on My Chemical Romance. When I was a young dog, my father took me out camping to get bitten by Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. He said, dog, when you grow up, what the fuck am I doing? What the what is this?
Drinking today?
No, I've been drinking water because it's hot out.
Oh, good.
This is getting weird. Like, I'm getting so off topic. But yeah, they go camping because he's like, I'm Michael Drake. I do not want to be out and about. But Zoltan's already arrived. He's mucking shit up. He goes to the house. He gets chased away by the dogs. And they're like, oh, you should bring our dogs and our puppies out camping into the wilderness because there's no way anything bad's going to happen out there.
Totally not.
And then they go, but they don't know that fucking Zoltan and fucking not Donald Trump are there. Collect his blood.
They want Michael's blood and make him the newest master of the vampires.
The new Count Dracula.
Dracula.
Dracula, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, then we get the best scene in the movie where Michael Drake just lets go of the puppy and it just walks away. And we get like a 5-minute puppy adventure. It's like a cute, and we go, oh, it's a puppy. Look at him go. Puppy. No. Look at him. He's walking around. He goes on a dock. He climbs up a little hill. And then he gets killed by Zoltan. And then it sucks.
Very family friendly there, you know?
Yeah. Well, the film is rated R, actually. Probably because of all the dog murder.
That's the only reason why.
Yeah. Also, underrated cute scene was when Zoltan pulls out the coffin at the beginning of the movie, and it's like, oh look, they're trying to make the dog pull the coffin out. Aww.
Hee hee.
Oh, so adorable. You know what, Zoltan? You
It
just
might be
murdered
a
a guy
murderous
earlier.
dog soon, but hey, it's a dog though.
You know, Zoltan, you might have just outright murdered that fucking guy like 10 seconds ago, but you know what? You're pulling out that coffin and it was really cute, so I forgive you. All is forgiven, Zoltan.
You're cool again.
Yeah, you're officially cool. Yeah, the whole movie is just basically Zoltan shows up, like, tries to kill a dog. Trump goes like, Zoltan, no, you cannot kill a dog. The Democrats are going to be all over my ass if you kill that dog. And I'm not having that this time around. Election season's coming up. I cannot have that, Zoltan. And then Zoltan does it anyway because he's a dog.
Because dogs are stupid.
Yeah.
They will not listen to you.
Nope. Maybe we can get, like, Cole's dog to make an appearance in this episode. I mean, how many dog movies have we actually covered? I think only at least, like, 2, maybe 3.
Let's see. We got Dracula's dog.
I'm gonna not counting Dracula's dog. I think it's 3. We got Halloween Puppy, Chihuahua the movie, and Chihuahua 2, which is not 2 as in the number 2. 2 as in 200, because that shit ain't a sequel to Chihuahua the movie.
Yeah, I'm taking a look through just to be safe in case we missed one. That could be it.
3. Well, you know what? That's more than I would. Well, technically, in 4 if we count Dracula's dog right now. Which I mean, technically we do. Dracula's dog. I gotta find. Do we have any cat movies? We've done a kangaroo movie.
Yeah, we've done kangaroos.
We've done multiple dogs.
We've done evil bongs. We've done birdemics.
We've done animal movie wise.
Oh, strays. We forgot about strays.
Oh yeah, the strays. So that's 5 dog movies. We've done technically 3 bird movies. We've done an alligator movie technically with Replicator. If you want to stretch the definition. Rollergator. Oh yeah, Rollergator 2. I'm a fucking idiot. We've done about 2 sharks movies. We've done a monkey movie. Let's see. No, we done 2 monkey movies. We forgot to count Ed. We're really bad at counting.
Yeah. We've done Wolverine, if that counts, even though it's just Hugh Jackman.
No, because I think he's more human than Wolverine.
That's okay.
It's in the same way that technically, like I can't count
straws. Got it.
It's like how I can't really count Robot Monster as an 8 movie because he's technically an alien, so it doesn't really count.
We've done a giant killer bee movie.
We've done an insect movie with the killer bee. We've done a handful of dinosaur movies, at least like 4.
Yeah, good chunk of dinos. We've done a duck movie.
Oh yeah, Howard the Duck. That's true. We've done 3 Fred movies.
We've done a llama.
Oh wait, we forgot Congo. We've got to count Congo too. So that's 6 monkey movies. We're really shit at keeping track of our animal movies. Yeah, but we haven't actually done a cat movie yet, so we probably need to add that onto the list.
I have to put a reminder, and don't forget also turkey. With
we've done 2 turkey. Well, we can lump that into like just like birds in general, so that's like 5 bird movies. No, actually 4. Okay. Birdemic 3 barely had any fucking birds in. I'm not counting that shit. Birdemic 3 does not deserve to be counted in the bird movies. But back to Dracula's dog.
Yes, back to the dog of Dracula.
Yeah, the whole film. Zoltan does kill people, though. Like, he does kill that one soldier at the beginning. He gets to kill, like, some vagrant bum that's walking around. He gets to murder that guy. And that's really it. They don't actually get to kill anyone else. I mean, he did try to kill the daughter, which would have been pretty base, but this film isn't cool enough to kill kids.
It's not, yeah. It's kind of lame. There's not a lot of child murder, sadly.
They had the opportunity, they fucking whiffed it. Oh, you can kill doggies, but you can't kill girls, little girly children.
You can't kill children? Fuck you.
Fucking lame.
Movie.
Fucking, you're not Beware Children at Play. Get the fuck out of here. Pathetic. Think about it. If you killed a kid, you probably would have been at least, like, top 20 easily. But no, you didn't have the fucking balls and you wasted your opportunity. Uh, yeah, it's basically mainly it does get a little tedious and stretch because it's just Zoltan running around doing things. I think when the investigator or inspector or detective or whatever the fuck he was, when he shows up,
Yeah,
he's just like, "Hey, yo,
yeah,
bro."
I think he was an investigator, inspector, technically, actually. As I look at the cast list.
Yeah. He shows up. He's just like, "Yo, dude, you're like the last descendant of Dracula. Remember when your whole parents got fucking murdered? It wasn't political uprising. It's because your parents are too fucking loud because you guys are partying too hard. You fucking Draculas. That's why
Horn
you're
dogs.
fucking that trauma carried over to here. That's why you always camp out in the middle of nowhere for peace and quiet. Because you're fucking boring now." And he's like, "Damn, I guess I got like a million lawsuits on my hand for that." So, you know what? It's canon. It's canon that fucking Dracula is like part of home movie cinema. Because he's just like, all those Dracula movies I can sue and get royalties for. It's canon. It's canon. Dracula could literally come back to the dead and watch like the fucking, like, the MGM monster movie of Dracula. That would actually be pretty funny. Have like
That
Dracula
would have been.
come to life like in modern era, and he sits down and he watches fucking 1920s Dracula. I can't think of his fucking name. The actor that played Dracula.
Nosferatu?
No, not
Oh,
Nosferatu. I mean like the actor that played like the when Dracula got to talk. Like the first iteration, the one that's in Ed Wood.
Bela Lugosi.
Yeah, Bela Lugosi. He watches that and he's like, "Man, this guy is fucking shit." What if it's like a
What
thing?
is this impression of me?
This is really racist, guys. Then he watches Hotel Transylvania. He's like, "Now this is a real interpretation of
This
me. This is
absolute
yeah,
cinema.
absolute cinema." No, what you do is you have Dracula come back, but Dracula's black. That's like that, and he watches like the classics. He's like, "What the fuck is this erasure bullshit?" Dracula fights racism. That should be the movie. I mean, it might be. I'd never seen Blackula, so you know it could be.
It could be. I'm not. I've been actually meaning to check that one out.
We
I mean,
we
a lot
might
of those
we might have
Dracula
to do it.
movies.
Yeah, this our first fucking we literally covered a movie about a Dracula's dog before we did a fucking movie about Dracula.
Yeah.
Actually, now here's a question: how many vampire movies have we covered? Is this technically like our first, or am I like stupid and I just don't remember? I don't think we've done a vampire movie. This might actually be the first one.
Quick scroll through again. Do. Well, I'm trying to think of what.
No,
Does
Blood Rain.
Blood Rain
The Blood
count?
Train. Yeah, Blood Rain trilogy has vampires. So yeah, technically, yes, we have covered vampire movies. It's like technically it's a video game trilogy, but it's about vampires pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So technically yes, but like as a standalone movie.
Oh, vampire movie. Morbius.
Oh yeah, Morbius. Okay, well I'm just fucking stupid. But yeah, the film
Okay.
does pick up when the inspector comes, and they're just like, "We gotta kill Zoltan, and we gotta kill not Donald Trump too."
We gotta kill Duckface Man.
Yeah, the duck face guy.
Yeah, we gotta kill this guy who can telepathically communicate with his dog.
They have
So-
a Resident Evil 4 cabin holdout section where they have to hold out against the dogs in the cabin for a certain amount of time before the in-game timer runs out, and then they go away. And so then you can continue into the next chapter of your Resident Evil 4 playthrough. Honestly, it's like I do like the cabin scene because it's like they're scraping the door, they're breaking through the wall, the door. They're trying to break through the window. They gotta like barricade that up. Fucking one of the dogs starts attacking through the roof and like disconnects the fucking power, so they gotta light like fire with the sticks. And like near the end, the fucking dog manages to break through the roof onto like the floor, but
Yep.
then the day comes and so they manage to survive. I thought that was a pretty neat scene. Like they actually made a pretty decent attempt at trying to make the fucking dog scary.
Oh yeah, they definitely, and they also kind of do this interesting thing with the eyes, where it kind of makes it look more a little
They try to make them look like they
monster-like
kind of like
slash
get like
vampiric.
kind of like they glow, like a certain
Mhm.
angle.
Yeah, it's got that kind of glow in the eyes.
Kind of like when you see a cat at night and you can kind of see the reflection of light in their eyes, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah, that does actually sound very familiar to, yeah, cats like that.
So you get turned into a vampire by Dracula. If you're a dog, you turn into a cat. That's why Dracula's dog never listened to the duckface guy. It makes sense now. Because cats don't give a fuck on what you say. But yeah, then we get our epic confrontation where they fucking fight. The inspector fights the duckface man and kills him. The dogs fucking attack Michael Drake, but then two guys that like saved his daughter earlier in the movie, they come in, they fight the dogs, and then they kill the dogs, and then they successfully kill all of Dracula's dogs, including the dog that got transformed, one of his dogs, because one of the dogs does get been and transformed, which is very sad and made me cry. I was like, no, the little doggy, no, no.
I don't care how many humans die, as long as the dogs don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't watch this film with your family because the dog does die in the movie. I know all the families and our audience were very excited to watch this with this rated R flick with their little kitties and their husband.
With like their elementary school age children.
But unfortunately, the dog does die in the movie, so you can't. Instead, watch Beware Children at Play. I'm pretty sure no dogs die in that movie, so it's the perfect thing to watch.
Yeah, no dogs die in that. So
yeah, so you should watch that with your kids.
That's a good movie then.
Yeah. So that's a family-friendly film. You can watch it with them.
Yes.
Does a dog die in the Serbian film?
I don't think there was a dog actually in that.
Yeah, so you can watch that with your family too, because no dogs die in it.
Yeah, I mean, take away all the other risque material that's in it. Yeah, it's pretty good for families, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Easy
like,
recommendation.
Disney Plus should pick it up.
They should. Yeah, just plop it onto Hulu. No, we need to get Hulu to do it because Disney Plus has Hulu. So by the extension, it would have a Serbian film. That would be really fucking funny. Imagine being like, okay, little Timmy, diabolical. I'm gonna put on a Disney Plus movie, a Serbian film. Is that is that kind of like a Anastasia movie with like the dancing and the singing? I'll put that on for you, little Timmy. Okay, I'm going out. Have fun.
Oh my god!
Or it awakens something in him.
Yeah, or yeah, it awakens some stuff that he's like, I've never seen this before, and I don't know what to think.
This is how you make a Jay from Red Letter Media. You put on a Serbian film, and he's just like, I'm into weird, disgusting films now. I'm into dirty, disgusting films now. That's how it'll happen. But probably. Yeah, Zoltan gets murdered, unfortunately. Not Donald Trump gets murdered. All the dogs get murdered. Happy ending. But wait, that puppy that gets mauled by Zoltan? Uh-oh. Now he's Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. Freeze frame on the puppy. Sequel? We bring it back, baby. Look, they released a 4K of Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. That means people are interested in it. We'll make Zoltan 2, the puppy of Dracula. Zoltan 2, a Halloween puppy. Get David Ducato on this, baby. Let's go. Eric Roberts can reprise his role as the dog. It's all there. The pieces are there for you guys. Let's get on this. Chop chop.
Let's do it.
Anyway, I think I covered all I kind of wanted to with Zoltan, Hound of Dracula, aka Dracula's dog. What about you?
Let me see what else. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong notes. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else, really. I did think that, like, the last 5 minutes were kind of funny, because I was getting a little bored in the middle. But then I was like, good, we got some action, and then the puppy dog vampire dog tease was a nice touch to the end. with the freeze frame, obviously,
Yeah,
because best way to end a movie, you know?
yeah, iconic.
Very iconic. No other better way to do it.
But yeah, you know what? A neat little film all around. And well, yeah, that's really it. Nothing left to be said. So I guess we'll just move on to the modern pick, which was your recommendation, Cole.
Woo! My
Yep,
recommendation.
please tell us about your recommendation.
This masterpiece from 2007 titled Born into Mafia, directed by Vitali Versace. I think is the proper way to say it. But yeah, so the movie follows Vitali Versace, also starring in the film as Ivan, who's the son of a head of a who's oh my god.
It's okay. Take your time.
So he's the son of a Russian mob head. There we go. Yeah, so he's the son of this guy who, he wants to pass down the family business to him, but he's like, no, I don't want to join the mafia. I don't like killing. That's what killed my mom, so I
I
don't
don't
want to
want
do
to
this.
be
I
in
want
the
to
mob, Dad. I want to dance.
he wouldn't nah. I get what you're saying, but he's not wanting to dance. He's just more of I want to have a family and children, and I want to drive to places where I know I'm not going to get slaughtered, and like have that fear reign over me. So yeah, he goes to America, and then he meets his online friend there, gets to stay with him, and then his uncle is trying to take over the family business, and he's attempting to destroy basically Ivan and everyone that is close to him and loves. So, what did you think of this movie?
Sorry, I had a yawn there.
Oh, okay.
But not because the movie was boring. It was interesting. It was neat. It gave me 180 vibes.
Mm.
Kind of that like I want to do this thing and kind of like cheap shot, kind of doing its own thing. It's got its own like weird style. It's unique. It's charming in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like those weird little thought bubble things for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I was actually curious about that because they do that, and I'm going, it feels like a comic book movie in that sense, where they're actually trying to make it feel like a comic book, but I don't think it is. It just feels like I guess you could say, original idea.
Yeah, we just don't understand the artistic vision of
Vitali Versace.
Yeah, Versace. And you know what? I don't know if I'd even really want to.
It's
But
truly a thinking process, I will say.
yeah, this is kind of it's kind of you know what? I think it's kind of similarly to like Ben and Arthur in a sense if you think about it.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, kind of that over the top, stupid acting, the amateur looking feel of it. I mean, just budget wise and just how the way that it's, shot, it kind of feels like a weird pilot to like a CW show almost.
Even the plot progression, because it's just like in Ben Arthur, they want to get married. Oh, they kind of get married pretty quickly. Then like complications with that all, and then there's like the murders
his brother
happen.
wants to murder him.
His brother just wants to kill everyone.
Yep.
And then like the brother gets killed at the end, and it's the same with this film. It's like, oh, he wants to get out of the mob. He's able to get out of the mob and go to America. And everything's going well. But the things are messing everything up. And then his uncle wants to kill him. Then uncle gets killed. And it's kind of like similar vibe. I think I like Ben and Arthur more though, if I'll be honest.
Ben and Arthur's a masterpiece.
Ben
so.
Arthur I do think is better than Born into Mafia.
Oh yeah, I would definitely rewatch Ben and Arthur over this, but I had a fun time with this movie with how ridiculous it was. But yes,
that's good because that's all I ever really wanted for you. Have a good time.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
But Ben and Arthur's still the better movie.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, do we just want to kind of just jump into it, get it started?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I gotta remember how the.
Well, it
Oh
starts off in
yes,
definitely
it's
Russia.
yeah,
Definitely Moscow.
definitely Russia. There's like all of those Olive Gardens in Russia, and then the banquet hall that
No, not Olive
this.
Garden, it's
Oh,
Garden.
sorry, Garden. Sorry, sorry. Yes, the Garden. Yeah, Garden. That very popular restaurant chain in Russia, and they got that banquet hall with what totally also just doesn't look like a stage for events, you know?
Oh, definitely not. This is a very professional
Totally not. This
establishment.
is a very exclusive, well-known club, especially for, higher up people, rich people.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we meet Ivan, we meet his dad because he's just talking to him about business and he wants to, give him the rights to the family business once, stuff happens to him so he can take it over because, why who else to trust other than your own blood?
That you've been grooming this whole time. I groomed
Yep,
you.
he's grooming his own son.
I groomed you like a cat. I licked you all over to make sure you were clean just for this job. He's like, Dad, I can groom myself. Nah, 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 nah.
Mm.
He's like, I'm going
But
to.
yeah, I
He's gonna go to
yeah,
America with his friend, his best friend.
Sergey.
Oh no, never mind. Oh, another Sergey. Two Sergeys that die in this move,
Yeah, there's two Sergeys in this episode.
and they die, and they both die in the first like 5 or 10 minutes of the movie.
About Yeah, and then Ivan's also like going to a shrink, and she's like trying to talk him out of moving, but but he's still committed. And then when he's talking to his friend Sergey about it, you just see like a Visit Sedona, Arizona magazine, like that popular destination spot in Russia,
Yeah, well, you
very
never
popular
been
for
to
the
Sedona,
tourists.
Arizona, Russia? I think you're just
No.
uncultured, Cole. This seems like more of a you kind of problem.
Sorry, I was being a little ignorant about Russian
Geolocations.
topography and geography. But yeah, before he moves, he sees Sergey hung with a note on him that says, "You no, you don't go to the U.S.
Go back to Mexico. That's
Go
what it
back
says.
to where you came from, even though you haven't left the country."
Yeah. And he's like, well, I guess this is a
Yeah,
sign. I
well,
gotta
my
go to
best
America.
friend's dead, so gotta go to America now,
I
even with
like
that threatening note.
I like how he like the direction is just like stick out your tongue so it looks like you're dead. But with how he sticks out, it makes it look like his lips are just really fucking big. Like he got a big old he just got a big old smooch before he fucking died.
Honestly, nothing's better than the funny death faces people make when acting.
You're laughing,
It's
Cole,
great.
but when you die, you're also gonna get big old puffy lips that people are gonna want to smooch.
I know.
I've
It's just
accepted
life.
this. That's just how it be.
It is what it is.
It's the circle of life. But they go to America anyway. He meets his friend Jacob, I believe. Pretty cool guy. He's black.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
met him on the
yeah, I
internet.
met Ivan on the internet. We play Roblox together, and now we can play like Roblox in person.
Yeah, we can play like split screen this time.
Yeah, we can play the world's longest obby, and then we can play the pizza simulator game, and then we can watch Lil Nas Roblox concert, and we can do all
Yeah.
that.
So much fun stuff.
It's gonna be epic.
It's so exciting.
Yeah, but he flies to America, and his dad sets up for a guy to meet up to him to like help him out. To like, here, you need a car. Here's my car. Take it for a spin, baby.
Yeah, I'm Tom. I'm your dad's friend. I'm just trying to get you situated in.
I'm your dad's
And
friend
yeah,
and
take my car
lover.
because I couldn't.
Come with me.
Oh, can we also mention that Ivan flew to the US with no luggage at all? He just came in with the clothes on his back.
He's like, no luggage, and then I don't know what the other guy's name is that was with Jacob. Let's just call him.
Yeah,
We'll
the
call him
hoodie.
Sergey as well, because
The,
Sergey's
the
always
guy with
die.
the hoodie.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
Sergey.
friend, and he's just like, who goes to America with no luggage?
What?
You
Who?
know?
What kind of a Russian with no luggage? Never see that. I was like, whoa, Sergey, you're being kind of racist here.
Yeah, seems kind of judgmental, if I'd say myself, and very rude.
Yeah, but they just go. He gets a car. He meets a woman. Picks up a woman in like 5 minutes. He's just like,
Yeah, like 5. Yeah, I think they said like 5 hours, but yeah, like in movie time, it's like 5 minutes, and he's just getting all the numbers. Like, yeah, I got my way with the
the lady has a
ladies.
thought. This is like, oh, foreign DNA. Like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get me some Russian semen. Let's go. Gonna hook me up with that Russian vodka, if you know what I'm saying. Hook me up with that white Russian, if you know what I mean.
Ah,
I got to a good one eventually. And then he falls in love with this one woman he just met, who was also not only she's from France, she was also a model from France, and now she's here. She's the whole
so
package.
that makes her even more hot, you know?
That makes her even hotter.
Exactly. But yeah, they go on a date. They just kind of hang out. They do stuff. And then after one date, Ivan's like, hey, I want to marry you, lady.
You know,
And she's like, I don't know yet. And he's like, I'll take that as a yes. You said something, so
I just want to
that
know.
always means
There's
yes,
the scene when he's just standing around the park waiting for the show for their date, and immediately my mind went to Birdemic. Like this awkward scene, they're sitting around. There's just bird chirpings in like the background, like
Yep.
nothing happening, and then she shows up. I was waiting for the Birdemic birds just to fucking show up and fuck shit up.
Just flying in place.
Yep.
That would have added on to the scene more.
Yeah, but
That would have been fun.
Ivan's dad's brother is just like, hey, I'm just here to become the ruler of the Russian mob, and he fucking kills his dad, and then by the rules, because the dad's dead, the bodyguards can't do anything about it because now he's in charge. Because that's just how it works.
That's just how power reigns work, you know?
He's like, oh, you can't do anything about it, guys. He's dead, so I'm in charge now. He's like, ah, shit. He might have killed our boss,
kill me
but
because I'm
that's
in
how he
charge
did it.
now, and that's friendly fire.
Oh, damn, he got us. He figures it all out. Nothing we can do.
He figured out the loophole.
All right, boss, we listen to everything you say now. And now he's just like, okay, and now that that's done, I'm also going to kill Ivan because, I don't know, it'd be kind of funny, I guess. Like, really, what's the point of going to the U.S. to kill Ivan? Like, what do you gain? You're going out of your home turf into somewhere you've never been before to kill a guy that has no interest whatsoever to being
especially
part of the mob.
when he wasn't interested at all in being a part of this mafia gang, you know? But what do I know?
Yeah, what do you know? You're not Russian or part of the mob.
Yeah, I've never engaged in mafia.
Or are you? Maybe you're part of the Wisconsin mob. The Winsk Mobson.
But yeah, so born into mafia.
Burma, it's basically just the whole thing is just, where's Ivan? I don't know. Where's Ivan? Where's Bane? Where's the Joker?
Where's the gas?
I don't know. God, I just wanted to play Roblox. No.
We wanted to play some Halo 3, okay?
I just wanted him to buy me Robux so I can get a cool outfit for my Roblox character. No. But yeah, Ivan's uncle shows up. He connects up with like the goons, the U.S. goons he's got.
These guys that are also over in the L.A. area. And then Ivan's dad's friend Tom shows up, and he finds his, I guess you could call them roommates now.
His
his
friends.
Online friend. Yeah, his friends, and then he's like
his butt buddies.
Delivers like the most Oscar-worthy performance you've ever heard. He's like, yeah, his uncle killed his dad, and he now wants to take over the mob, and he's looking for you too, guys, along with Ivan. Oh shit!
Damn, that.
Watch out!
Watch out! He gets fucking shot, but spoilers, he doesn't get killed. And they run off, and they
don't spoil it yet.
I'm sorry. Podcast ruined. Podcast canceled forever, guys. It's over. But yeah, they run away, but the Sergey, he gets captured and tortured to get revealed
Behind a car dealership.
Yeah, like in a car dealership, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I guess it was in. It was weird, like, because it either looked like it was like in like the back in the building or just behind the building, and then they shoot him, and then he exerts ketchup out of his head.
Yeah, he gets shot. He's just like, okay, I'll tell you, he's at Jacob's place. Aren't you gonna let me go? He's like, nah, man. Snitches get stitches. Kaboosh. Fucking dead.
Kaboosh.
Kill him. Kaboosie.
Woo!
They go visit Jacob, and they fucking kill. They kill Jacob.
Yeah, kill.
Even though they want info from him.
Yeah, that guy was an idiot. Like, he definitely forgot what he was supposed to do. He's like, yeah, bro, you're not supposed to kill him. You're supposed to, we're supposed to get information, but nope, you decided to shoot him in the head because you just didn't like the way he looked at you.
That's what you get for picking a fucking cheap help. You gotta pay, it's extra money.
You gotta get the real hardcore professionals.
Yeah, they're more expensive, but you want a job done right. That's what you gotta go for, man.
Those are the guys you gotta get.
Yeah, but they eventually, his uncle does find Ivan, but Ivan escapes with the old, oh, hold on, I'm gonna go shit my pants in the bathroom, and then he just leaves, and then the problem just kind of solves itself, actually.
Because it didn't happen.
No, Ivan goes to... No, wait, it was a dream the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
that I guess was the twist.
No, I thought the dream was because he thought that his uncle killed them both, and he wakes up in her room and they got away. Because Ivan gets killed when he's in America.
Uh-huh.
So I think it still happened, and we never see Sergey ever again. So I do think he's fucking dead.
I don't know. He might be, but like everyone else is still there.
Well, technically, Ivan killed Sergey. And
yeah,
well, not Ivan. I mean, Ivan's uncle killed Sergey, and he was serious, so he was probably dead.
His friend his Russian friend Sergey.
Yeah, but I'm calling the other friend that I don't remember his name. I'm calling that one Sergey too, because all the Sergeys die.
They're like the red shirts in Star Trek.
Yeah, but
they
for
just
us,
die.
They're all Sergeys. But yeah, Ivan gets to just live out his life perfectly fine. His uncle's dead. Jacob's alive. I guess the power of Roblox fucking saved him.
Yep, everyone's alive.
He's getting...
I guess they're married and they have a kid.
They get married,
like,
they have a kid.
How much time passed?
They stole a baby.
Oh,
it's only been a day.
The baby.
It's only...
Okay.
Yeah, you know that fucking... You know how in Under the Skin where the parents drown and there's just the baby there?
Yeah.
That's the baby they stole.
And then that baby was on the beach. Oh.
Yeah, no, that baby didn't die.
Connected.
The baby was saved by Ivan and his wife. That's what happened. It's canon.
Whose name I keep forgetting.
Yeah, who cares? That's also Sergey.
Oh.
And you know what? Good end. And then boom, you get rewarded with 10 minutes of end credits.
Oh my god. I was like, when I first saw, like when I checked the time, and it was like, wait, no, this cannot be. And it's also the slowest credits imaginable. They move at like 0.5 times speed.
Yeah, I like to check, like, okay, how much time do I really have? Because a couple of minutes is going to be used for credits. So how much time do I really have? Yeah, because
you always got to cut off, you always got to, like, cut some of that chunk just for,
And I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And it was fucking 10 minutes.
With this generic song playing, and you're just watching everything slowly go, and you're just like, did we really need 10 minutes of this? Like, you could have done it in about half the time and maybe play one song, and that's it.
And that's the whole thing. It's a pretty good movie, and it doesn't over. And once again, it's another film similar to Zoltan Hound of Dracula. It does not overstay its welcome, which is a consistent problem when we watch movies. It went in, it did what it wanted to, and it got out.
It was definitely a movie with an idea.
Yep, you know what? He had a vision. Vitoli Versaces. He had a vision, and he did it.
He fucking did it. But yeah, I mean, anything else you got to say about that at all, or?
No, I don't think so. I think I said everything I wanted to say about Born into Mafia. Weird title font, I guess.
Funny title font, yeah. That was all also funny. What also I actually forgot to point out before that's also funny is the tagline. It says once in the Mafia, always in the Mafia.
I guess.
It sounds hilarious, especially with the question mark at the end, like they're not even sure. Oh, and if you also looked at the Letterboxd premise synopsis of the movie, the first sentence literally says a concentrated study of a Russian mafia family.
That's just how it's like. Everyone speaks English.
I guess so.
No
I
Russian.
To know
no one speaks Russian. Everyone speaks English.
Yeah, they love Olive Garden. They love Sedona.
No, they love Garden. They love Garden.
Sorry, Garden. My bad. Sorry, that other trendy restaurant, Garden.
Garden.
With those unlimited stick breads. Keep forgetting it's Garden.
Garden, exactly.
Garden.
Always been Garden. Garden, when you're here, you're part of the Russian mob.
Yeah. Once you're here, you're in the Russian mafia.
Forever.
Yep. Exactly.
Because remember, once in the Mafia, always in the Mafia?
Mafia?
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we gotta say about Born in the Mafia.
I've definitely exerted out now, so...
Yeah, then that means we can move on to picking which film is the better of the two. Cole, which film did you think was the quote-unquote better of the two?
Of these two, I might have to go Born into Mafia.
You just love them Ben and Arthur vibes that much, huh?
Those Ben and Arthur vibes were there.
They were immaculate.
Highly immaculate.
I, unfortunately, have to agree with you. I also thought Born in Mafia was pretty fun. It was unique. I kind of liked it. It was a little indie film that could. And you know what? It did, because I thought it was better than Dracula's dog. Even though I do love them puppies. I did go, oh, puppy. Oh, he's so cute. That's a little puppy. Doggy. Oh.
What the dog doing?
But yeah, that's another point for you. This is your season. You're just knocking season what are we on? Season 4, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, season 4, I think so far has just been like your season right now. I think you've been kicking ass in this one.
I think so. Kicking ass and chewing bubble gum.
Yep, and that's also a point for the modern recommendation. And they don't win a lot, so that's good for them. They're
good for the modern.
They're really doing pretty good right now. But with that, now we can move on to questions. Remember, if you have questions, remember to ask the questions. And we'll start with the first one, which is from Robert, which is biggest poster to film ratio in terms of quality, not counting The Sinking Forest. So I think he means like shitty poster, but like great film, or like great poster, shitty film. Or like film.
Yeah, vice versa, where like the poster looks epic, but the movie just turns out to be doo-doo
and then
garbage.
He robs us of us saying The Sinking Forest because he knows. I mean, we only rant about it every 2 to 3 episodes.
We will never let that movie down with how upset we were
Yeah,
after seeing that poster.
I am never letting it go.
And I don't blame you.
Different when it comes to mind. Great poster, kind of shitty movie. Merely Players.
That also was kind of a letdown. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, like it's like a banger fucking poster. You got the birds, you got the lightning, you got like the knife with the two faces, you got the makeout. It was so nice. I used it to make the thumbnail of the episode, which was also an absolute banger. Except the difference between my thumbnail and the poster is that the episode that the thumbnail's in is also an absolute banger. You should all check it out.
I'm assuming we're also keeping this question specifically for Nefarious Reels movies.
We can keep it. I think it's a free range for like any movie, really. It's just. I'm just looking at Nefarious Real ones because I feel like that's like low hanging fruit we can just like easily grab.
Yeah. How about let's do one Nefarious Reels and then one out of,
Okay. But so I guess I'm gonna do one since we're just establishing this rule now. But I personally think this is an amazing poster. There are people who have it listed as like one of the worst ones, but easily Showgirls. Showgirls. Some people hate that poster with leg. I love it. I think it's great.
Leg
Poster. Listen, if you don't like leg, fuck you. Okay. I hate you and I have no respect for you. As a movie watcher and as like a human being. Like I respect you so little with your opinion, I don't even think you deserve to vote. I'm just saying it right now.
Wow.
I'm Donald Trump and I looked at the poster for Showgirls, I'm like, this is the best poster of all time. And then the Democrat, Sleepy Joe, I was a Sleepy Joe, he went with me to see Showgirls, he said that the poster was really bad. And I looked at Sleepy Joe over here, I'm like, Joe, you're gonna just sleep through the whole movie. You don't understand true art, and that's why Showgirls officially has the best movie poster in the world, and the Democrats won't tell you this because they do not watch good movies and they don't know good poster when they see one. That is a direct quote from Donald Trump. He says that in The Art of the Deal, in the book, The Art of the Deal. He says it. Anyway, what about you, Cole? What Nefarious Reels poster do you think does not translate nearly as well as it could have?
Yeah, I'm trying to look specifically more like in our bottom half just because I think honestly, the original poster for Tusk is kind of interesting.
The moon
where it's got,
with the teeth?
the walrus, yeah. Yeah, like both that one and then the one with like Justin Long's face and it has the walrus teeth. Like it seems it could be it has the idea of being an odd body horror movie, but it just becomes like your typical Kevin Smith shit. So that happens.
Yeah. And I'm a bit surprised you didn't say The Curse of Bigfoot, because I remember you talking about how you recommended it because the face that was on the poster intrigued you enough.
Yeah, that poster too. That's definitely up there.
Okay, now we can switch over to just regular ass movies.
All right, regular ass movies.
Regular
with
ass
either
movies.
Bad posters in good movies or good poster bad movie.
Exactly. The problem is I feel like a lot of films usually when they're good they have good posters. So it's kind of hard to really like be like, oh yeah, that one sucked dick. Unrelated note, but I really hate the Sisu poster because I always think he's wearing a hat when I see it, and then it's just like, oh wait, no, that's just the knife. That's not the brim of a hat. That's a knife.
Wait, the what poster?
The one for Sisu, the old Nazi killer movie.
Yeah, that boring thing.
Yeah, the thing that everyone's like, oh my god, it's old man John Wick and he kills Nazis, and he's like, God, you guys are fucking fools. You really just go for the bare minimum here, don't ya? One of the worst things I think I've ever seen. Well, actually, no, it's not. I don't even think it's my worst film that I have ranked on my 2022 ranking. Or 2023, or whichever one the fuck. I don't know. When did this film come out? Yeah, it's like I consider the third worst film of 2022. Right behind The Next 365 Days and Birdemic 3, The Sea Eagle.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to sort by rating somehow. Ooh, here's one, honestly. Now that I just did some scrolling around. The Final Destination. Interesting poster, creepy looking poster. The movie, ass.
What a shit load of fuck.
What the fuck?
Oh,
What did
sorry.
you just say?
I said what a shitload of fuck, but I said it in a weird way.
Okay. But yeah, The Final Destination, creepy looking poster. But yeah, also just ass, mega ass. Worst Final Destination movie by a country mile.
Yeah. Which is wild considering that it was directed by the guy who made Final Destination 2.
Yeah, like what happened?
I'm guessing studio interference. That's my guess. Like, the
I could
3D played a
see.
really big part in it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, just get to the
Oh
kill so we can get to the 3D
God,
already.
I keep forgetting about that era of just movies and then theaters in general where everything had to be in 3D.
Yeah.
Like, why? You don't. There were like a couple movies I would see in theaters, and it was just no. There's not much that pops out. So what was the purpose? So, eh.
Anyway, I actually have a film, and this is one I actually mentioned earlier in the podcast, Face of Fire. Albert Band, Face of Fire. Because when you look at that one, you think, oh, this is just going to be like a shitty, like, monster movie. And then I'm pleasantly surprised when it's not that, and it's actually something really interesting that has, like, layers to it.
Hmm. Okay.
If I had to do one
I
that went the other
I don't.
way.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other way because
Oh,
usually I think most movies that I like, the posters are usually good. So I'm not
okay. I
sure.
got one. Alien 2 on Earth. Because that one has the cave divers and it's got that big eye and the hand reaching out. Really cool ass poster, right? Movie, pretty fucking boring for the most part.
Really boring.
Really boring. I mean, I like the cave stuff in it, but like other than that, it is a really boring movie.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's it for me. I covered all the films I needed to talk about.
Uh, yeah, I can't think of one for the other way around right now for bad poster, good movie.
Well, that's all right. We can just move on to the next question, and then
Yeah, we can just do that.
that can just bug you for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so our next question is from Mattias, which is: are there any comic book or manga characters or a series that you're interested in reading?
Um, Definitely 100 Girlfriends. I should probably start reading.
You gotta read that so you can reach to my favorite girlfriend so far.
Yeah, so I can know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well,
Definitely.
the girlfriend that I've never described like once, so you just have to guess which one it is.
I'll have like, because what is there right now? 31 is it in the manga? So I got like a well, 1 in 20
They
chance.
did
Cause
introduce a new one recently in the
oh,
last
a
couple
new okay.
chapters. Let's see, comic book or manga? I don't really read comic books, and usually a lot of manga. If there's like something that catches my eye, I'll check it out already. So it's not like I have it on the back burner. And
Mm-hmm.
like I have been reading more One Piece stuff recently, so any characters that interest me in that, I'm already reading from those. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess I can't really say there's really anything that's like really caught my eye, like manga or series wise. I don't know. Maybe Sonic Friends season 3. I know that's coming, so I'm pretty hyped for that.
Oh, I cannot wait for Smiling Friends season 3.
And I'll probably give a watch to the King of the Hill reboot, see how that goes.
It'll. I'm
My favorite
curious.
anime, King of the Hill. Wait, that's not a comic book or a manga. That he's talking about books. Why the fuck am I talking about TV
Yeah,
shows?
I don't know, but I just kind of played. Well, I just got more excited when you talked about Smiling Friends. I didn't want to say anything.
That's fair.
I mean, mostly it's just like if manga, I just definitely want to read. It's like stuff that I've been hooked on anime. So like, yeah. Also, I guess I could also say Chainsaw Man, Don to Don, Evangelion.
Yeah, I guess like I've been reading Don to Don. I've been reading Chainsaw Man. I guess a character I am excited for in the manga I'm reading Record of Ragnarok. I'm really looking forward to when they bring out Rasputin. That's pretty hype.
Bringing out Rasputin.
Yeah, they're gonna Rasputin's one of the fighters who's gonna come out, and it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We're on the White Death chapter where Loki fights against the White Death. Yeah, you should check out Rickard Ragnarok. It's pretty cool, but don't check out the anime. The anime sucks ass. You read the manga.
The anime sucks, manga good.
Yes. It's great. Fucking Jack the Ripper shows up, so that's how you know it's gonna be good.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. Any other ones you're interested in at the moment?
Not else that I can think of. No.
I don't know. Maybe check out some more Junji Ito stuff, like maybe his like Tomy series, or all his like manga that involves Tomy. Because I know there's the Tomy movie that I want to check out at some point. So it'd be cool maybe if I check out more of those. That's probably the only really other thing I can think of that comes to mind.
Okay.
Next, our final question is from Ben, which is arguably more directed towards me than you. But the question is, no pressure if this process takes time, but will more Nefarious Reels episodes be uploaded to Spotify, Ancestral, or other platforms in the future? I feel like that would make it more accessible for people like me. Okay, I got a question for you, Cole, actually. Is there something that Spotify does differently to YouTube that makes it more appealing for people? Or because I don't use Spotify, so I can't really talk on that front.
I'm actually not sure about that, but I mean, I was just
I don't know. It is the sense that I know other people like to record episodes they'll put on Spotify because Spotify's more of a music app and there's podcasts on that already. But there's that part of me that's just okay, but there are podcasts on YouTube and you do watch YouTube videos, so there's nothing really. It's not like you're watching the video of the podcast itself. You're usually just putting it on to listen to on the background.
It's just the audio.
Yeah,
but I think it's also just having that accessibility. Just you can, because sometimes with YouTube, it's just especially on mobile, it might be inconsistent with trying to do other things at the same time. But that's just also, I guess, depending on the person. So kind of that multitasking, I'm not sure
maybe,
exactly.
If you're just doing it on your phone, I said, I don't use Spotify, so I can't talk about
phone.
On your fucking phone. Get real.
Get real.
I don't know, because I feel technically it's if you just have it on YouTube on in the background, it's just like that. The thing is with annoying with Spotify, because I know it's been brought up that you can just port the videos over, except no, because Spotify has a frame rate limit. I have the frame rate, it's really low. If you watch the earlier stuff has higher frame rates, but our later stuff has lower frame rates because I adjusted it because these episodes take up a lot of space and I don't have a ton of space on my computer for recording and then editing these. So I usually try to maintain a low amount of space from the videos. So our videos have a really low frame rate because you're only really listening for the audio. And so I can't just port over the video over onto Spotify. I have to go out of my way to rip the audio from the video and then post it on there. But the second issue is I also don't have the videos saved on my computer. I have them saved when I'm editing them and stuff and when I need to put them over and then put it on YouTube. But then usually when I'm done with that, I'll export it to a website, one of those internet storage websites. So I can just delete the video off my hard drive so I have more space for other stuff and for the next video. So I have to re-download that video. And so that way I can put it onto my editing software, which then I will have to download the audio off of that. And then I have to go jump that and put that audio onto the other one. And it's the process of putting the audio onto there in and of itself isn't an issue. It's just every other step. It does take a bit and it is kind of grueling. And then I have that mindset of just this is already on YouTube. Why am I putting this on something else right now? Because I do a lot of work to get everything all together and everything. Cole, I love the guy, but he just has to watch the movies and then be there to record the podcast. I'm the guy that's got to edit it. I make the thumbnail. I upload it to YouTube. And then it's just okay, that's done. And now it's I do have the first 5 episodes, but it's kind of oh, now there's I got to do more kind of thing. And I'm sorry if this sounds really negative. I don't want to mean like that, but there is just kind of that sense of just I done a lot else and I was just okay, now there's another thing I gotta do. Eventually I will add more, and maybe one day I'll be on top of it. But it's just like, it's just one of those things. Just like, I'd rather just be doing something else right now than like re-downloading the episodes, then then ripping the audio, and then uploading them up, and then doing that over and over again. Like, I don't know, I just don't feel up to it, and that's a me problem. That's a me thing, and that's something I have to get over to do it. Because in a sense, you're right. Like, I should put these on Spotify if it's better for other people to listen on there than YouTube. It's just the sense that, like, I'm just kind of don't want to. And, you know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Cole, what are your thoughts on this?
No comment.
All right. Well, with that,
I actually, yeah, don't have much either. Anyway, so
yeah, you just watch the movies and then you talk about them. You're my little monkey, Cole. You just dance when I tell you to dance. But anyway, that's all our questions. Which now we can move on to recommendations. And since I had the retro pick last time, Cole, it is your turn to do the retro pick if you have it.
I do. So, been looking at movies that are going to be releasing over the summer months, and I realized that there's a lot of comic book shit coming out, so wanted to go with that.
Oh my god, we
So
just did a comic book movie.
I'm gonna be on a roll here, and I've also wanted to watch this for a while because of its infamous reputation as a bad movie. So, hang on, I gotta look up the year, but I know it's from the 80s, and we are going to be doing Superman 4: The Quest for Peace in 1987.
Oh, and I gotta watch 3 other Superman movies. Fuck! Okay, fine, whatever, we'll do Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. You can have your thing, because I have my recommendation, which means I can do my thing. And I was thinking about what I should recommend. I went back and forth, but then I went, you know what? The next episode comes out in June. It's Pride Month. It's the month I was born. I should get to treat myself. And I've been meaning to recommend this film for a while now. So we're going to do 2019's The Wrong Cheerleader.
Is this David Ducato?
Oh, you bet your buns it is, baby.
Oh, of course.
So,
Vivica A. Fox from Cool Cat.
Yeah, she's in this. See, still, you do have something to look forward to. So, if you don't want to get spoiled for Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, or The Wrong Cheerleader, how about watching those movies in advance? Also, hey, how about you like and subscribe, because that could be pretty cool. Also, 5 episodes on Spotify. Get used to it, because that's all it's ever going to be. When I said I was going to do more, I lied. It's just going to be those first 5 forever now. Also, we got a Blue Sky. Also, don't post there ever anyway, but it's there. You have the option. Because I'm so good at maintaining all the other platforms other than YouTube. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius. Happy Born into Mafia.
Happy Zoltan Hound of Dracula.
Zoltan.
Happy Dracula's dog. Happy Sergey. Happy David Ducato, because we're going to be talking about him next episode.
Happy Sedona, Arizona.
Yep.
Happy Garden.
Damn it.
Happy Dogs.
Happy Dogs. Happy Puppy. Bye-bye.
Bye.